So I'm on Redbubble, I'm all excited. I want to do some funny designs about animals. So I'm going to type in cat into the search window. 1.2 million designs about cats. Is it any better for dogs? Let's see what comes back. 1.2 million designs for dogs. Well, you might as well just buy a lottery ticket because you're not getting on the first page. I'm not getting on the first page. No one's getting on the first page except these people. So in this video, we're going to come up with some different ideas for pet designs, and we're going to see if we can niche down into some things that may work. This will be a fun one because I love cats and dogs. Let's go. All right, I hope you're having a great day. Let's jump right into why people buy animal designs. It may seem like really obvious, but we can drill down and we can find some niches maybe that won't have super high competition. The first reason that people buy animal designs is that they're just so gosh darn cute. And so you can't really go wrong with pictures of cats or dogs or any animal, especially baby animals, baby chickens, baby zebras, baby lions, that sort of thing. So that's one genre that we can drill down on a bit more in this video. The second one would be funny designs. So if you think that a cat looks great, well, how about a cat with a funny slogan underneath? That just supercharges the design and gives you a whole nother niche idea that you can jump into. The third one is to get specific on breeds. And I'm not just talking about cats and dogs, but all sorts of different animals. There could be people that really like specific breeds of animals, and there's just hundreds and hundreds of different breeds. The next one is, it's a specialty niche, but it's the idea that if animals act like humans, that is a type of design that people may like. So a cute, fox in the forest is a nice design, but a fox wearing a top hat and a monocle and, holding a cane looks so ridiculous. If you Photoshop that together, that could make your design stand out versus other ones. So let's take a look at this here. This is just a little matrix that I do up when I am looking at niches. So this is just an example of what you could do when you're looking at designs. So for example, yes, we all know there's 1.2 million cat designs, but what about baby cats? What about wild cats like lions, tigers, panthers, maybe very specific types of animals all around the world that happen to be cats, but they're not just your domestic house cat? What about funny cats? What about vintage cats? So then you can apply these four things on the right-hand side to any of these animals. What about baby elephants? We can niche on that. What about wild elephants? Funny elephants, vintage elephants, and you get the idea. So the idea here is we've got 5 times 3, 15 types of animals times 4. Well, that gives us 60 different niche ideas that we can look into. And look, I just pulled these 15 animals just off the top of my head. There's, of course, many, many different types of animals. There's dinosaurs and woolly mammoths, and there's, when I say rats, there's also like a mouse, for example. Like there's different like offshoots of different animals. So I don't want you to think, there's no zebra here, for example, right? So there's lots of different types of animals. If you just search like a zoo, for example, you could just come across hundreds and hundreds. So this is just an example of a matrix that I use. And let's niche down and see if we can find some of these designs in Redbubble. All right, so I'm going to start with an otter just to see. I just picked one of them at random, one of the animals at random. And here we have an otter, 18,173 results. So now I'm going to see, okay, do we have anything to do with baby otters? Baby otter. And we can see here, instead of 18,000, we've now niched down to 1,000. And again, I'll leave it up to you to determine if that's too many or not enough. For me personally, that would probably be too many. I'd want to niche down even more. So I would look at maybe specific identifiers inside of an otter. So for example, we could do funny baby otter. So you can always cross niche between the two. And if I get to funny baby otter, that's 459. That's like worthy because there's enough crappy designs on Redbubble that you could probably have a good shot at it. There's a lot of really good designs too, but the first page is going to have the best. So if I go up to where it says here, instead of most relevant, if I go to newest, I'm sure I can find something here that I could improve on, right? I mean, here is, like this one here, there's nothing wrong with it, but you could take a similar design and you could do a variant of it. Here's one that's got, this animal here, and you can see it's got a white outline. Well, not everybody may like that, right? So I'm certainly not here to pick apart designs. I'm just saying there's a lot of wordplay that you can use, because otter sounds like outer or other, like I love you like no otter, otter space. So there's just a ton of opportunity here with wordplay, with funny, there's all sorts of stuff here. So that's just an example. Funny baby otter is, 459 results. Let's take a look at something here that's a little more majestic. We'll do lion, for example. And we can see lion's got 161,000 results. What I typically will do is I'll look through the most relevant designs and I'll scroll through just to get an idea for what would sell. You're always going to see some trademark junk in there, but as you continue to scroll on down, we can see that there's a few designs that just don't really seem to have a whole lot to do with a lion. So my search term is lion, and we've got like a duck. We've got trademarked stuff from Disney, which is horrific. And we've got Broadway, which, no. Got a backwards mug. And then down here, we've got a champion. That's got nothing to do with the word. Like if I was searching for lion, this is like a stuffed lion, which isn't great. This is an interesting idea. So I'm just going through here getting ideas, okay? And then as I go through, I can see, okay, throw away all the dumb trademark stuff. And I can see there's stuff like a dog mom, but for some reason it's been keyworded with lion. So there's opportunity here inside of 161,000 to at least have some ideas that you could look at. I'm not suggesting you would use lion as your only tag, but what you could do is say wild lion. That will niche down. As soon as you add in an extra keyword, chances are you're going to niche it by a quarter, or you're going to cut it in half, an eighth, that sort of thing. So here we're now down to 25. We can see about funny lion and see if that's up there. 21,000. Okay, so there's all sorts of different types of animals that you can use. So here's an example. Snake has 96,000, but if somebody really likes snakes, they might, want a design that's a little more personal, right? So the idea of, 11,000, you may think it's too much, but you can also niche down again. You could say funny snake birthday, for example. And now we're down to 1,592. So again, I'm not suggesting you're going to niche down to 0 when you talk about popular animals like cats, dogs, snakes, fish, that sort of thing. But if you find something where it's an animal, like if somebody owns a snake, they're really excited about owning a snake, right? Snake dad, like a normal dad, but cooler. Like that's a great idea that you could take a look at and say, okay, how many snake dad shirts are there? Snake dad. And I'm not suggesting you just rip off the design, but it's an idea. Well, there's 1,700. Okay. Well, what about other types of animal dads? Like for example, rat dad. Now that's really niched, right? 1,500 results. That's an idea. Now you could also go on to Teepublic and you could look as well. So you could see if there's other designs on there. So it's the idea of doing rat dad, rat mom, rat grandpa would be hilarious. I actually used to own, the reason I'm saying rat, I used to own a rat when I was younger, and I lived in another part of Canada, and I had a pet rat. And so I would say like rat grandma is actually a shirt I would be interested in, because my mom fell in love with this cute little rat. So here it is, just at random, rat grandma, 267 results. Now look, I'm not suggesting you're going to make $1 billion here, but if you're looking at ways of niching down and having, these search terms come up, 267 is certainly not a lot. A common question that I get is, well, how do I know if that niche is going to sell? And the answer is, you don't. So the way I look at this, it's like you're going fishing. So what I would recommend is that you come up with some designs, maybe 5, maybe 10, and you stick them in the rat grandma genre. And then you just see if they sell. Like you throw some lines in the water, just like you're fishing, and you see if they sell. If we look under cat, there's 1.2 million cat designs. Okay, I'm going to open up this design here, cute black cat sticker. Okay, we don't know which keywords have driven the sales on this. Well, check this out. When I click on spring stickers, that's now going to search for spring stickers. And as I look through spring stickers, and as I scroll down in spring stickers, we'll see the black cat is on the first page. So under the search term spring stickers with 343,000 results, there's a design here that's a cute black cat. Now, chances are somebody was looking this up under a keyword a little more relevant to cat, probably black cat, cute cat, something like that. But because they had the tag word spring stickers, it's moved up the chain in spring stickers. So it's possible that somebody typed in the keyword spring stickers and then decided to buy this. I would say just from a logic standpoint, it's probably not, holding much water. Like I would look at that and go, it's probably not the primary tag, but it's under spring stickers because one of the tag words inside this design is spring stickers. So it's not necessarily the individual tags that help drive sales. It's if your design sells, all of the tags help increase its relevancy, and the black cat moves up in all of the different tags. Not necessarily to the first page, but they would move up in relevancy. Redbubble just wants to sell a sticker. It doesn't really care which one, right? So I hope that helps. It's just some things to think about for the niching on animals, in that you can come up with niches even in popular designs like cats, dogs, horses, if you niche down and then you make sure to do relevant tag words in here so that it helps your design get discovered in these multiple channels, these multiple search terms, and then it will become, as it sells, it'll move up the chain and become more relevant in the search. I hope that helps, guys.